A very good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, coming to you live from the Now Avenue. We'll take a look at our top stories of the day. Tonight, government launches monthly National Cleaning Day to promote sanitation and cut disease outbreaks. Several arrested in Iganga for defying National Cleaning Day procedures. Chief of Defense Forces General Muhoozi Kainerugaba in Kigali to enhance Uganda-Rwanda relations. And later on, ICT Minister Kasule Lumumba castigates child negligence during Zambia Babies Home fundraising walk. Thank you so much for tuning in for UBC News Tonight. We start off with the government that has officially launched the nationwide monthly cleaning exercise aimed at promoting public hygiene and preventing disease outbreaks. Vice President Her Excellency Major Retired Jessica Lupo has called on all Ugandans to embrace cleanliness as a shared responsibility, emphasizing that a clean environment is key to a healthy and productive nation. Alupo made the remarks during the official launch of the national cleaning exercise at Chiti Zone in Chisenyi, a Kampala suburb, which kicked off this morning across the country. Details follow.
On Monday, 11th August 2025, Cabinet approved the National Cleaning Days initiative for a nationwide launch and implementation. According to the plan, this is to be conducted every last Saturday of the month from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. coordinated by the Office of the Prime Minister with the implementing ministries, departments and agencies.
It has two angles of fighting disease. One of the angles is curative, and the second one is preventive. And over the years, His Excellency the President has led Uganda in implementing all the two angles. But all those two angles require and need the intervention of all members of the community.
During the official launch in Kampala this morning, the Vice President Major Retired Jessica Lupo called on Ugandans to embrace the exercise, saying that it aims at promoting public hygiene and preventing disease outbreaks.
Sanitation and hygiene is the reason why we are here today. We know that many of the people in Uganda are already observing that principle of sanitation and hygiene. But we are here to enhance the effort that we are already putting in place or that we have already been putting in place. And that's why when we have flooding in Kampala when it is raining, it is because the plastic bottles have blocked the drainage channels. It is because the caveras have blocked the drainage channels. And when we have flooding, we are at a risk of exposing the population to waterborne diseases.
Prime Minister Right Honorable Robin Anabanja announced that the nationwide cleaning campaign will be conducted on the last Saturday of every month, urging all citizens, institutions and local leaders to actively participate in keeping their communities clean.
Clean Uganda is everybody's responsibility. Uganda nyonjo buvunanyizibwa bwa buli muntu. Oli mwana, oli mukyala, oba oli musajja. Ffenna kituvunanyizibwako. A clean Uganda is everybody's responsibility. If we embrace this slogan, we shall be agents of change in our respective communities.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Health, Dr. Chris Bariomunsi, underscored the importance of sanitation, saying that smart minds live in smart bodies naturally in a clean environment.
Last Saturday of a month, between 7 and 10, we gave that time to cleaning our country because we want a clean Uganda, which eventually becomes a disease-free Uganda.
According to government, the initiative is intended to foster a culture of cleanliness and collective responsibility for a healthier Uganda.
Akunganya kasasiro era agambye kyabadde ajja kufunamu emitwalo gyenge 3 naye nze ne mugamba akkirize tuyonje ekibuga muwadde akakadde saawa atandikiraawo musajja musiraamu nnyo niye eri waggulu kakati nze nange ne ŋŋamba kamuwe balaka.
Amwa Njuko reporting for UBC.
Thank you so much, Ivan Juko. Prime Minister Robina Nabbanja has responded to concerns raised by the Seventh-day Adventist Church over the government's directive for a national cleaning exercise to be conducted on the last Saturday of every month. The Adventist Church had petitioned the government, citing the observance of the Sabbath, which runs from Friday evening to Saturday evening.
The government's monthly national cleaning exercise has sparked concern among members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The church says conducting the exercise every last Saturday of the month conflicts with its religious observance of the Sabbath. In response to the petition, Prime Minister Robina Nabbanja says the government is considering the concern raised by the church, emphasizing the need to balance national programs with the constitutional right to freedom of worship.
The President has directed, after getting a petition from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. In fact, he called them Bachwanga. And he has directed that we can give them an amnesty because of their religion. But they also need to participate either on Saturday or Sunday. We shall get the actual day.
The national cleaning exercise is part of the government's efforts to promote cleanliness, proper waste management and a healthy environment across the country. The exercise brings together communities, local authorities and other stakeholders to clean public spaces and address poor sanitation.
As directed that I meet them and their leadership. But the time, the lockdown from 7 to 10 will affect them also. Because if we say, let the Bachwanga be the ones to travel, to go to church, even everybody will go. And so they will have to respect that. They will remain in their homes and then move at 10 to their churches.
However, the Adventist Church maintains that its members should be allowed to observe the Sabbath without being compelled to participate in activities scheduled during that period. The Prime Minister's remarks come amid calls for an arrangement that will allow the national cleaning campaign to continue, while respecting the religious beliefs and practices of the Adventist community.
And the President directed, because of our religious sects or religious leaders of Bachwanga, we pushed it to 10 to accommodate them so that they can go to church. This is going to help us to enhance household income, because it's going to help us to keep a healthy population. And the healthy population means working. They will work for themselves. This is going to reduce on the communicable diseases like diarrhea.
Amwa Njuko reporting for UBC.
Our reporters in Kasese, Mbara, Fort Portal and Busia report an embracement of the cleaning initiative. In Busia, residents were seen cleaning the bus park, drainage channels and major streets among other areas. In Mbara City, the residents have urged government to uphold the initiative with a request for trees to plant. In Fort Portal City, the cleaning started from Mpanga Main Market, while in Kasese, compliance was also observed in the main town.
In Busia, the town clerk and RDC have called on residents and business people to embrace the monthly activity, basing on its values.
Diseases like typhoid, cholera, malaria, dysentery, and other infections, they come as a result of living in a dirty environment.
Commit on behalf of council that we shall do our level best to keep the pace and to keep the fire burning.
This cleaning of the town is helping us to ensure that the garbage or the rubbish is taken very far away from where people live from.
We have really achieved a lot whereby all communities have been encouraged and mandated to work and clean their respective environments. And we are achieving results, and we are praying that we are...
In Kasese, Bwera Division Kasese, the OC station, Mukama Atukwase Gilbert, has pledged to continue to enforce the law in ensuring that everyone participates in the cleaning exercise, while the Mayor Mpondwe Rubireha, Town Council Baluku Rogers Mutahunga noted that the exercise has come at the right time.
I encourage these people maybe who have, of course, all shops who have been closed, all businesses have been closed for all of this. I encourage everyone to come in and support, make our environment clean.
Note in the background, you're going to note general duties are there. We have FFU, we have the SOCOs, all have come up for the sole purpose of ensuring that we have a clean Bwera.
Indeed had a lot of litter, and today they have shown that they indeed need a cleaner environment, and they have worked with all their hearts. We have been joined by the security agents, all the businessmen around.
In Fort Portal City, the cleaning started from the Mpanga main market.
We have ordered the arrest of 7 people in Fort Portal City. Today alone, 7 have already been arrested and they will be arrested. And even those who are in office will be arrested. Because you cannot be in office and you budget to remove rubbish, you budget to make a road, and you run away with money and they leave you and they come here and they tell them I'm a minister.
And in Barara, the residents have called on government to support the initiative with trees to plant.
Who likes dirty places? We also need clean place. And so far the place as of now is very clean.
Around 85% of people in the hospitals have diseases, are ill, are sick because of diseases connected to what? To health hazards.
Over areas of Katete, they were all cleaning. We had only one challenge of service providers that picked garbage because garbage was too much. Vehicles, yes, were on the roads, but the garbage was too much. As I speak, it is now coming to midday, but the vehicles are still picking.
Traffic along Entebbe Road came to a standstill this morning after police mounted roadblocks to enforce the government's directive on mandatory national cleaning exercise. The 3-hour restriction affected motorists, including airport travelers, although authorities say no passenger missed a scheduled flight.
By 7 a.m., police had mounted roadblocks at several points with only emergency vehicles permitted to proceed to Entebbe. Several motorists were intercepted for violating the directive, and among those affected were airport taxis transporting passengers to Entebbe International Airport. However, according to the Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, no passenger missed a scheduled flight, noting that advanced communication enabled travelers to make the necessary adjustments. A number of vehicles were seen stranded at checkpoints around Nkumba traffic lights and Chitobolo, Katabi. Some residents were seen walking to their workplaces instead of participating in the exercise, while others remained at home waiting for the 3-hour restriction to end.
They happily participated for the program to keep the clean environment. That will make the clean Uganda concept what they are coming with. We will be also small supporting for the step for that. So achieve the big things is on there.
Because my neighbors have been involved in this exercise of cleaning the environment. So Uganda now looks so smart. So I think if we keep on doing this continuously, our country will look so smart. And
security agencies successfully enforced the 3-hour restriction. Institutions, organizations and circles across Entebbe municipality took part in the exercise, which aims to promote proper sanitation and encourage communities to maintain a clean and healthy environment.
As the government, since the government came out with this initiative to clean the whole nation, the whole country, we as Southwest Junior School, we decided to be part of it, to support the government initiative.
Fall in love with their country, do it with passion, not as a punishment, as it was observed in some areas where residents were stopped because they never wanted to carry out the exercise, though they were told in advance.
Drivers from the Entebbe Fly Express Travelers Association joined the exercise and commended the government's effort to promote cleanliness through the monthly campaign.
Ekiragiro kino kitukoze bulungi nnyo ffe abamu kubanga tubadde tukisanyukira twakisanyukira okuva 2023 jeno waffe Muhoozi bwe yajja eno n'ateekawo ekiragiro ekyo.
Residents welcomed the initiative, saying regular community cleaning will help reduce communicable diseases and improve public health. By 10 a.m., normal traffic had resumed and motorists were allowed to continue with their journeys. The mandatory National Cleaning Day, launched today, will be observed every last Saturday of every month, with the government urging all Ugandans to take responsibility for keeping their surroundings clean.
Still, with more stories about the cleanup as part of the nationwide cleaning campaign, Ministers Judith Nabakoba, Kabir Chofatogabye and Phyllis Chemtai are among those who have joined communities to embrace the national call. Onyango Robert has a detailed report.
The inaugural nationwide monthly cleaning exercise has been widely embraced by the general public. In Akaseke district, State Minister for Kampala Metropolitan Affairs, Kabir Chofatogabye, has led the public cleaning exercise.
This is a kind of an activity which a few of you or a few people were timing as a coercion, a forced, but to me it is not. It is a reminder of our obligation as humanity or as citizens that keeping sanitation and hygiene and being clean is part of your obligation.
The communities have welcomed this voluntary cleaning exercise, noting that it will create a long-term impact if carried on religiously.
Emyaka gyange saaliyo eri mu byedda nga bakola obulungi bw'ensi nabuwulira naye kirabika ne kino kiba kirungi.
Era abavubuka bonna balaba abavubuka abato abakyala abaami bonna bazze okubanga bayonja.
Responsible disposition of garbage. Because I know we are wasting our environment, we are wasting our land, we are wasting everything, and we are destroying every infrastructure, including the water channels and so on, which help us to remove the flows and avoid flooding because of our irresponsible dumping.
The State Minister for Primary Education, Phyllis Chemtai, was among those who have heeded to the President's call.
I'm happy to be with you, the people of Ruengo, today, this morning, to mark this day, this very important day that the government has now set, that every last Saturday of the month we shall be doing cleaning. I think this one should have been done long time ago, but I'm happy that the people of Ruengo are welcoming it.
According to Minister Chemtai, a clean environment is everyone's responsibility.
This is a very important exercise. Let's keep Uganda clean and let's reduce diseases in this country. Many of the diseases we get is because of that environment. So we need clean environments so that we also remain healthy.
In Mityana district, the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Judith Nabakoba, has launched the community call.
So I want to thank the leaders of Mityana for having listened to the call by President and Cabinet, who have come up in overwhelming numbers to participate in these activities. But I want also to urge those who are not part of Mityana Municipal Council, because Mityana as a district is big. This exercise is not only intended for urban dwellers, but for the entire district. All LCs and your leaders, you must participate in these activities.
Launched from Mityana municipality, Nabakoba, in a company of local leaders, were impressed by the community response.
The traders who have not embraced the initiative, it is high time you come on board, because you are going to be forced to do it whether you want it or not. Cabinet decided it is by policy, so there is no way you can hide away from this activity.
For the communities of Chinawataka in Kira municipality, Wakiso district, the community cleaning exercise was led by Major Ali Muzora, the manager of e-banking at Wazalendo Sacco.
Fellow Ugandans, the environment is ours, and we are there to stay in it and leave it to the next generation. Every Ugandan where you are, in your private car, in your public car, on foot, on border, ensure that any waste, any kavera that you have, keep it, dispose it when you reach the bin station you're going to.
In Kabale district, the state minister for trade, industry and cooperatives, David Bahati, led the cleaning exercise. For the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Jacob Oboth has led the sweeping exercise in his constituency in Toro district. The nationwide voluntary exercise will happen on the last Saturday of each month. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
In Iganga district, several people have been arrested after defying the procedures of the National Cleaning Program. Security agencies enforced the directive, stopping travelers and requiring them to take part in the nationwide cleanup exercise that also attracted political leaders, local officials and hundreds of residents.
The cleaning program brought activities to a standstill across Iganga as residents, leaders and security personnel joined hands to clean towns, markets and public places. However, a number of people who defied the directive were arrested.
And those that tried to defy, of course, were either stopped or arrested, depending on what they were doing. There are those who tried to drive their vehicles past our different points that we had set. And of course, we had to stop them, find out why they were driving and where they were going. Some didn't have a reason. They were not in the categories of those that were supposed to be exempted. And therefore, we have some in sales. We are collecting the numbers throughout the region and we shall keep you updated on those that have been arrested.
The exercise drew participation from Iganga Woman Member of Parliament, Mariam Saif, NRM District Chairperson, Haji Abubakar Walubi, RDCs and the Iganga Municipal Technical Team led by Town Clerk Edith Turia Sasira.
On Wednesday, next week still, we are enforcing businesses. We shall not allow any shop or any business to open unless you have got a receipt of home clean as evidence to show that you are paying for your garbage.
Haji Walubi commended government for the initiative, describing it as a step towards promoting patriotism. The exercise also caused heavy traffic congestion, affecting motorists along the busy Jinja-Malaba highway. Residents who took part welcomed the initiative, saying regular clean-up campaigns will improve public health and create a cleaner environment.
And I must appreciate the government for the initiative of having this exercise happen. And I want to encourage community members to embrace this. And we shouldn't wait for the last Saturday of every month to do the cleanup.
Police say details of those arrested and penalties will be communicated after investigations.
Kumi district leaders have decried the shortage of garbage collection trucks, saying it continues to undermine efforts to keep the municipality clean. Kumi Municipal Town Clerk Emmanuel Kaja says that maintaining proper sanitation requires reliable waste collection, something that the municipality cannot achieve alone. Now the concerns emerged as Kumi joined the rest of Uganda to mark National Cleaning Day alongside Lions Club of Kumi Central and the Church of Uganda.
As daylight broke over Kumi municipality, residents streamed onto the streets carrying brooms. National Cleaning Day had arrived.
In the name of God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
The exercise was flagged off by the Bishop of Kumi Diocese together with the President of Lions Club of Kumi Central.
Cleanliness must begin with you and me. It shouldn't begin with the government of Uganda. Government of Uganda said because we're part of government of Uganda.
And today specifically we also partner with the Church of Uganda, the Diocese of Kumi.
Together, volunteers swept streets, cleared markets, and opened clogged drainage channels. Heaps of plastic waste and litter were also removed.
This will, at the end of the day, reduce on the poor management of the environment and improve on the health environment.
Actually, health is built at home or made at home and only repaired in hospitals. So we must continue protecting and building our health in homes by living in clean environments.
We are going to also work harder in Kumi Municipal Council to ensure that our town is actually clean.
For many residents, the campaign was long overdue.
I was so happy because of this cleanliness.
But it's only when we become responsible citizens, community members, that we can maintain this place when it is clean.
By midday, the town looked cleaner, but beneath the fresh appearance lay a familiar challenge. The municipality lacks enough garbage collection trucks to sustain regular waste disposal.
We only have a tractor, just a mere tractor, which is also very old and is always breaking down.
Okaja is now appealing for government support to strengthen garbage collection and safeguard public health.
Even one is enough. Even only one is enough.
National Cleaning Day in Kumi was jointly organized by the Lions Club of Kumi Central and the Diocese of Kumi. This brought together leaders, residents and volunteers in a shared effort to restore cleanliness. Henry Okurut, UBC.
Before we take a short commercial break, we will take a short commercial break right now, and later on we'll come back with the Right Honorable Kasule Lumumba Justin, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, to basically give us a perspective from the government on the first National Cleaning Day.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu yakusabula. Mikono juu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
Makerere Institute for Social Development, a certified institution for higher learning, invites applicants for certificates and diploma courses like accounting and finance, procurement, journalism, tailoring and fashion design, with many other skills-tailored courses.
Our institution is compliant. First of all, it is recognized by National Council for Higher Education. We are certified. The registration number is UBD 187.
Tested and tried since 1995, Makerere Institute for Social Development is your solution when it comes to quality education.
You may apply for January, May, August intakes. Find us along Sir Apollo Kagwa Road, opposite Makerere University Sports Ground. Our tuition is affordable with a state-of-art facilities. early birds stand a chance to grab themselves bursaries. MISD or Makerere Institute for Social Development, facilitating your career.
There is a new way to keep your breath fresh all day. Introducing Movit All Day Toothpaste, meant to give you powerful night gum defense and teeth whitening. The charcoal flavor gives you deep cleansing and power stain removal. And the herbal delivers natural strength for healthy, confident smiles. Choose Movit All Day Toothpaste and enjoy freshness all day.
In Uganda, mornings don't begin with sunrise. They begin with courage. One man, one factory that has refused to stay silent. With one spark of courage, a chain of prosperity begins. When one Ugandan stands up, the nation moves. Pearl Bank. Grow. Prosper.
The parent is Tuliahemwa Dixon. And the child is Tuliahemwa Esther.
Kambera gwete Kyomugisha ngo ishe watu yayewa Esther wahangura school fees ngene na hateja shana amashemerwa gonka MTN momo eberewo mbeni nyigasta igana kaga ni 5 sta munana 0 hash kushashuro mwana school fees takoma nyo musheri zagwijo wanje ninga nchaka ngwasa kuzo wawe mwebare munonga.
Alo.
Ese mwami mukasa.
Mutyaneyo.
Yono broka.
Yenze broka wa mayumba.
Bangambye ne nyumba za mwenunjiko.
Kitufu. Oyagala yabisenge bimeka.
Ngabi 3.
Ebeyi bagigambye.
Abangambye 5.
Deda 7 zali nyamuko.
Yidwachi.
Anti dangi je tusigisa ya mulembe. Anti nefali y'ekitundu yalinnya.
Musigisachi.
Global Paints.
Mutia.
Ku ceiling. Tukozesa Global Mat. Ate munda ne tukozesa Global Silk Vinyl.
Singa kwetaga wabweru.
Wabweru tukozesa Global Weather Coat Emulsion.
Akusiga je musiga. Ogwo mutindo okusasulira sente zonna.
Guli wumite.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
Fellow countrymen and women, I'm Dr. Rosemary Nansubuga-Seninde, the NRM Head of Mobilization. I call upon you to take the forthcoming local council elections very seriously, because the leaders we shall elect at this level will be responsible for the government programs that will directly benefit all of us, such as PDM, Emioga, health services and others. Remember, it is at the village level that government meets the people. Fellow Ugandans, once again, I thank you for entrusting His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni with an overwhelming mandate for the next 5 years. He has formed government which is already delivering. Please note that NRM commands resounding support at both district and sub-county levels across the country. Therefore, don't waste your vote. Don't create divisions at the grassroots. Vote NRM candidates on the 23rd for women councils and 28th for the village chairpersons for proper coordination and implementation of the NRM manifesto. May God bless His Excellency the President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. God bless NRM and God bless Uganda.
Introducing the all-new Roofing's TMX 500C rebars with cut and bend services. Roofing's, strength of a nation.
You're still watching UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha. Now, Uganda today observed its first National Cleaning Day with thousands of citizens taking to the street, community cleanup exercise across the country following a government directive designating the last Saturday of every month as a nationwide cleaning day. Movements were restricted from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. to facilitate the exercise, with security agencies deployed across the whole country to make sure that they oversee compliance. Now, while many Ugandans welcome the initiative as a step towards improving sanitation and public health, others raised concerns over the short notice given before implementation, reports of excessive enforcement in some areas, and the practical challenges of sustaining a clean environment. To help us unpack today's exercise is our beloved Minister of ICT and National Guidance, Honorable Justin Lumumba Kasule. Thank you so much, Honorable, for coming.
Welcome, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes. Today marks our very first nationwide cleaning exercise as a country. Would you say today has been successful?
Very much. Today has been successful, today has been effective, today has been productive. Why? Because we informed the country on Thursday. That's when the Right Honourable Prime Minister held a press conference with the task force informing the country about it. Though we have been at it since last year when we passed it in cabinet. That's how we were able to develop the guidelines, and which guidelines were issued out that day on Thursday. But the response in the community has been overwhelming, has been so good for a reason. Actually, I felt like we delayed. We should have started immediately. We passed it in cabinet. We should have taken it up immediately. But if you realize, we passed it in cabinet that day when the president was not there. So he had to receive the report. And when he okayed it, because we had also waited for long, we took it up. And people have responded positively across the country. But what we realized as the exercise was going on was most of the places where cleaning has taken place, like in Arua, in Mbarara, in Busia, in Chisenyi, in Kampala, in industrial area, in everywhere in the country, the places look different from what they were before the cleaning. And the response by the different institutions, the young and the old, has been good, with the exception of where we have received petitions, like people who the Seventh-day Adventists have petitioned and the Prime Minister has responded. Then we also realized we don't have enough what we would call garbage points. There are very few. And that's why you see when people are told it's a cleaning day, majority of the people first cleaned in their houses and came out with the garbage, with the rubbish, and deposited. So some were depositing on the roadsides. You'd even find some who have swept and have formed a heap on the roadside. I moved in Kampala today because for me I was in Kampala together with the Vice President and the Prime Minister and the colleague ministers who constituted the task force. I was in Kamocha, there is a heap. I was in Chira, there is a heap. And also I was in Chiwatule, there is also a heap. Meaning the trucks we have as government that was collecting garbage are not enough. We have always underestimated this issue, but it's bigger than, because according to statistics we have, Kampala alone collects 2,500 tons of garbage every day. So from what I observed today, it is still low. And how people understood is that we are going to clean. So they cleaned their houses as we told them, and backyards, and came with the garbage to the public to show. I stay in Iseta, I stay in Mbuya. But in Mbuya, on my way to my home, by the time I left cleaning, they had heaped a heap on the road to my residence. Meaning, the people around me didn't know where to take the garbage. There is no garbage point because we pay, but there are those who can't afford to pay. What they did was, let's put it near the residence of the minister. KCCA will come and collect. But when I called KCCA, KCCA said they are overwhelmed. Because even when I moved around and went to this Kunya, as you go to Mutungo, still there is another heap. Then I also moved to Chinawataka, I also found there is a heap. Even in Chireka, what was collected, still they had a heap. So, KCCA and Chira and all of the municipalities around Kampala, including Nansana, the teams are working day and night to see that they remove all this. But at the end of the day, the Prime Minister is going to cause a meeting. We go and discuss and evaluate. And I think one of what we'll have to change is to increase on the garbage points and also sensitize people, especially the issue of sorting. People must sort. Yes. And because they don't, whatever we received today, whatever we carried today was not sorted. So as you carry, you are hurried of the sharp objects that may be there, and those are not healthy for the people who are working. But also realize the people we worked with, the workers of Home Clean, Nabugabo, Uphill, and others. Some don't use the gloves. They just carry, and it's dangerous. And some of them were not having masks, and yet it is filthy. Some of them are really filthy.
It sounds like the initiative is accepted and welcomed by Ugandans, but then it looks like agencies, including KCCA that you've just said, or cleaning homes, and also Ugandans, weren't really sort of prepared for what this looked like. Did you put that into consideration since you said that you passed this last year? They were prepared,
but we were underestimating. What we had as statistics, we realized that it is not the exact statistics. We're just estimating. When I talk of the quantum of the 2,500 tons of garbage in Kampala, it is low compared to what I've seen today. So we're prepared because government bought wheelbarrows, KCCA bought wheelbarrows, bought rakes, the spades, and also they gave us also gloves, though they gave us for the medical gloves. They didn't give us really for heavy duty for that case, but they also gave us the masks so that we inhale something, protect our lungs and whatnot. But we underestimated. That's what I want to say, and that is good because we've started. We have launched. The Vice President launched in Chisenyi. We have launched, but we have also now realized where we need to improve. Yes. Like I've said, the garbage points, I've said the trucks to carry, because they have to work today and tomorrow. And I'm praying that we don't have rain this night, so that we are able to carry away that KCCA, the Nansana municipality, and the Chira municipality, and even other municipalities, because equally in Jinja, they are still working, equally in Imbarara, they are still carrying, and also equally in Busia and Arua. So municipality leadership teams are still working because the garbage was too much. But it was successful, very productive, very fruitful. And I'm here to say on behalf of government, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mwananchi. Thank you so much, schools, because institutions really came up. Thank you so much, security, because I want to say thank you to UPDF, the CDF, the IGP, and the Commissioner General of Prisons, but also our LDUs and the vigilantes were all very active across the country.
Speaking about security agencies, some people have been burdened by the fact that some of them have been beaten, others arrested for non-participating or considered not to be part of the national cleaning exercise. What do you have to say about that?
cleaning is a responsibility of everybody. Government brought out this, and the law was clearly spelled out. First of all, remember, when the president is taking oath, he takes oath. He's the only one, the president and vice president are the only officers in the government who take oath to do with the welfare of the people, of Ugandans and people living in Uganda. So welfare includes keeping them safe, in keeping them healthy, keeping them staying in a clean environment. So the president took a decision that please begin now. And that's why we had to come out on Thursday under the leadership of the Prime Minister to communicate this. So welfare includes the clean environment where people live. So there is those who, maybe what I can say, we didn't give it enough publicity, maybe because of time, and yet we had to close off the country for 3 hours. So we shall improve. It's a beginning. All that we have to do is, I will have to have a discussion. We shall have a discussion as a committee to see, for those who are arrested by security, maybe let them be given some. Is
that a case?
It
is.
Is.
That a case now?
It is, because already the directives had come out, and based on the law, public health and whatnot, but also these people can say we were not aware. But though, according to the principles of law, ignorance is no defense. But since it's a beginning, and we want everybody to participate, and we want to succeed, so that everybody is safe, and we stop all of these diseases that people are dying of because of poor health, poor sanitation, dirty environment. Those we shall have a discussion. I can't commit myself to that, but we shall have a way forward, since it's a launch and we want it to be more successful the next month. But what I want to say is that our markets produce a lot of garbage. So on Friday, we shall be cleaning. The last Friday of the month, we shall be cleaning the markets. Then the Saturday, the community cleans another place. But most sincerely, I want to say thank you, and the participation of everybody. Because while the security were making sure people follow, they were also involved in cleaning. When I was going to Chisenye, I passed, and there was a ready top around the Mbuya barracks. But any border would come, they would just tell you stop, and they give you a broom to clean. But also another issue we also need to improve is that we didn't have enough brooms, we didn't have enough gadgets to use. Next time we shall improve. But I also want to thank the private sector. Though in different communities, even here in Kampala, different individuals came and bought gumboots and gave people, bought gloves and gave people who are participating, bought brooms and bought wheelbarrows, bought the spades. We want to say thank you, and please continue. I was happy with the Kumi. When I saw in Kumi, they started with a prayer and by a bishop. Though where I was, there was a prayer, but this was the national launch, the venue for the national. But in Kumi, I saw the bishop leading the team in prayer, and I've also seen Rotary came up, Lions Club. So let's continue. Let's do work on this.
What about people who some are considered to have missed their flights, people who were attending functions, and all the other people who were disturbed by today, including the SDA Christians who pray and observe the Sabbath as a day where they do nothing but stay home?
Discussions are still on the issue of the SDA. They are there, and for them they are not supposed to work when it comes to Saturday. I think we will have to engage them how best we can do it without affecting their schedule as per the religion. Because now, if we say, because originally we had thought maybe we would begin the exercise from 8 to 11. Then when that petition came in, the issue now shifted. Let's begin from 7 to 10. But still the discussion will go on, and we shall communicate we shall communicate the unagreed position with them. But most importantly, it is not meant to affect them or to witch hunt them. The issue is to keep the community clean. Then the issue of those whom, according to the information we received, because we received that complaint, but according to the information, nobody missed a scheduled flight today. So maybe next time we shall give it enough publicity, since we have a month to give it publicity, so that people can even travel much earlier. Why was it short notice? The problem is big. You have seen the magnitude. Yeah, the problem is big. Actually, people are blaming us, saying you delayed, you should have done it much faster, much earlier than ever before. But now, better late than never. There must be a beginning point.
Okay, any last remarks about the exercise and what next month looks like?
I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody once again. But we have taken note of what transpired, and we are receiving reports from all districts. But mine was just a summary here. But what I want to request you is that please, even in Mwananchi, please send, because we have different institutions have call centers, including ours and the Uganda Media Center as Minister of ICT. We are receiving feedback. We are also going to receive feedback from even security, ISO, and UPDF, police, and then we have also our local council structures. Members of Parliament have been involved. I saw the woman MP of Iganga, Mariam Safe. I saw different MPs leading people, and I saw those who also came where the national launch was. So please, we shall have reports, and after this we shall take the report to Parliament so that we also have that debate at that level. And the next time we shall also request people in local councils to also have meetings and have discussions in the councils about this matter. But lastly, I want to say on Tuesday, 28th, we are voting our LC1 leaders. Please, members, this one is the one who knows what happens in your house. This is the leader who knows what happens in your garden. This is the leader to help you work with the community to avoid people taking your food, taking your crops, to discipline the children on the village, and also bring order. Endorse forms of those who are joining police, joining UPDF, joining prisons, those who are going for university. The work is immense, but also mobilizing you towards the development. And those who are going to vote on the 28th, it's from that group that you will vote people at the parish level who will be in charge of the parish development model, our baby.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Honorable Justin Kasule Lumumba, Minister of ICT and National Guidance, thank you for joining us and sharing the government's perspective on Uganda's first National Cleaning Day. Now, of course, as the country prepares for the next monthly exercise, many Ugandans are looking forward to it and looking forward to future better planning, better communication and implementation to ensure the initiative achieves what it's supposed to, having a clean country.
Everybody participated, by even the president cleaned in Nakasero, the vice president cleaned the Wawa. LC ones were actually taking this as an activity to make sure people see them that they are ready to keep their villages clean, to be voted on Tuesday. Thank you
so much, Honorable. Now, away from that, we still continue with UBC News Tonight, and of course the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, who has just been in studio with me, called for an end to child abandonment, urging parents who are unable to raise their children to surrender them to recognize care homes instead of leaving them in unsafe areas. The minister also called for faster adoption processes to ensure vulnerable children get a chance to grow up in families, and she made the remarks at a charity walk organized by Nsambia Babies Home in aid of vulnerable children in Kampala.
Please let us leave.
Minister Kasule Lumumba has condemned the growing trend of child abandonment, saying parents must take responsibility for the children they bring into the world.
Speaking during the annual charity walk and fundraising event for Nsambya Babies Home, the minister said those who are not prepared for parenthood should avoid irresponsible behavior that results in children being abandoned.
As minister in charge of national guidance, if you are not ready to look after a child, don't go where they get children from, because it's bad for you to give birth to a child. You went where they get children from, knew what the outcome would be. Then when you get the results, you don't take responsibility. That's not good and that's not right. So if you know you can't take responsibility, please don't go there. And if you like some people say it was a mistake, no. Once you go where there is a snake, no, it will bite you.
For parents who find themselves unable to care for their children, the minister urged them to seek help from recognized child care centers rather than abandoning babies.
Nsambya Babies Home, when the children grow up to 3-4 years, they take them either back to their communities or parents, or they are adopted by different people. Why do they do that? A study was done by different people that children who grow up in a home setting with father and mother are always complete. But children who grow up in these babies' homes, there is always something missing in them.
She also challenged the judiciary and probation officers to speed up adoption procedures.
Quicken the process, because sometimes you delay and other people lose interest in it, because it becomes like it's a case. I know, yes, you are supposed to protect the children, but also you must also think at the other end where the child is going. So I want to thank everybody who has participated in this, but also call on men and women, if you are not ready to take on the results, don't go there.
Sister Maria Goreti Nachanzi, the administrator of Nsambya Babies Home, says the money raised will support the children's immediate needs.
This year we managed to return or to reunite 63 of them with their relatives. Then 29 were placed in foster families, making a total of 92. And I'm happy, I think this year around we are going to add on more the number. So I'm also requesting the government to come on board to assist us. We request you to put us in the budget, national budget, because we are doing good work. I know you know what we are doing because they have representatives here.
More than 160 million shillings was raised during the fundraiser to support the care and reunification of abandoned children at Nsambya Babies Home. For UBC News, I am Sudat Kaye.
That's all we had for you in this hour. Do join me again later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha.